You are not going to believe this until you try it yourself. Just by lightly touching a spot on your chest, older adults can fall asleep even faster than if they had taken a sleeping pill. Insomnia is a recurring nightmare for many older adults. When night falls and the whole world becomes quiet, that is when they begin their long struggle with sleep, eyes closed, but minds racing, bodies tired, but thoughts scattered, deep sighs mixing with the ticking of the clock. But there is a surprisingly simple and natural way, something almost anyone can do. No medication, no cost, and no side effects. It is the act of activating a specific relaxation point right on your chest. In today's video, we will reveal exactly where that point is, why a small gesture can switch your nervous system into power down mode, and how older adults can use this method every night at home to fall asleep easily and naturally, just like they did when they were young. Before we get started, leave a positive comment as a little promise to yourself, something like, "I am learning to love natural sleep more and more each day," or anything else you wish for your health. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on more simple but powerful ways for seniors to live healthy and joyful lives. Stay with us until the end, because you might just discover a secret that could improve both your daily energy and emotional well-being. So what is really going on inside our bodies when good sleep seems to be slipping further and further away? According to statistics from the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 1 in 3 adults report getting less than 7 hours of sleep per night, the minimum needed for normal health. Even more concerning, nearly half of them say they regularly wake up in the middle of the night and have trouble falling back asleep, especially after the age of 50. Did you know that chronic lack of sleep can rapidly reduce memory, raise the risk of high blood pressure, cause mood swings, irritability, and even depression? Most dangerously, it weakens the immune system, making older adults more prone to illness and slower to recover. And that is not all. Long-term insomnia can also impair balance, which increases the risk of falls, one of the leading causes of serious injuries in seniors. So here is the most important question we need to ask. What should we do to avoid falling into this dangerous cycle? You may have thought about using sleeping pills, but deep down you already know that is not a long-term solution. That is why more and more health experts and older adults are turning to a different path, a method that is safe, chemical-free, non-addictive, and involves pressing a special point on the body. That point lies right in the center of the chest, at the intersection between the nipples, and in the middle of the sternum, a spot known in traditional Eastern medicine as the Danjong acupoint, or CV17, conception vessel 17. This is one of the main acupoints on the Renmai meridian, the energy channel that runs along the front of the body and plays a crucial role in regulating emotions and vital energy. In Eastern medicine, Danjong is seen as an emotional control center where breath and emotion meet. When this point is stimulated, it is believed to help calm inner chaos and balance emotional energy. This poetic description actually has clear scientific support when we compare it to modern medicine. According to neurologists, the center of the chest, especially the area right above the sternum, is close to the vagus nerve, one of the most important nerves in the human body. This nerve is part of the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for slowing the heart rate, lowering blood pressure, relaxing muscles, and shifting the body into a state of rest and recovery. When you gently touch or press on the Danjong point, you are activating that very system, like flipping a natural switch that shifts the body from survival mode to rest mode. Your breathing becomes deeper, your heart rate slows down, and your brain begins sending out signals of calm and ease. Now I am going to show you how to press this point correctly to trigger a natural sleepy feeling. Let us walk through this simple yet highly effective acupressure technique together. Before you begin, create the right environment. The quieter the space, with soft lighting and comfortable temperature, the better. Turn off all distracting electronic devices and take a few moments to connect with yourself. This is more than just a technique. It is a ritual that helps shift your body from alertness to deep relaxation. Posture is the first thing you need to pay attention to. Sit upright in a soft-backed chair or lie on your back in bed with a thin pillow, making sure your spine is relaxed, not tense or twisted. Rest your hands gently on your chest without pressing hard or crossing your arms. This is the ideal position for stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. Start by using 1 or 2 fingers, preferably your middle or index finger, and place them on the Danjong point right in the center of your chest, just above your sternum. Make sure you are on the correct spot. You should feel a slight dip, a sensitive area sometimes slightly warmer than the surrounding skin. That is the spot you want to focus on. Once your fingers are in the right position, press gently just enough to feel pressure, but not enough to cause pain or discomfort. Many people make the mistake of thinking stronger pressure will be more effective, but in truth, your body responds best to gentle, patient, and controlled touch. Now here comes the most important part. Combine your breathing with the pressure. Inhale slowly through your nose. Count silently to 4. Hold your breath for 2 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 6 or 8. While exhaling, maintain steady pressure on the Danjong point as if you are draining stress out of your body with each breath. Exhaling longer than inhaling sends a powerful message to your nervous system. Everything is fine. You can relax. Keep doing this for at least 2 to 3 minutes, or up to 5 or even 10 minutes if you prefer. The longer you do it, the more your body's internal rhythms will sync with a relaxed state. Heart rate slows down, brainwaves shift into alpha or theta, and your eyelids will begin to feel heavy naturally. To enhance the experience, you can play some soft background sounds like natural noises, rain, ocean waves, low-frequency meditation music, or even womb heartbeat sounds, which give older adults a deeply primal sense of safety. This helps calm the external environment so your inner world can quiet down too. Do not expect to pass out the first time you try this. The nervous system needs time to learn, like mastering a new language. But if you keep practicing every night, your body will start to understand the signal each time your hand touches your chest, and it will automatically slip into deep relaxation. So why can such a small action, like pressing a point, help you fall asleep faster and deeper? The answer lies at the crossroads of neuroscience, human emotion, and survival instinct. Let's begin with your heart rate and breathing. 2 of the most important biological indicators for whether or not you are relaxed. When you place your hand on the center of your chest, you are stimulating the vagus nerve, the key to switching your body into rest mode. It sends a message to the brain that says, there is no danger. You are safe. This response instantly slows. The heart rate stabilizes blood pressure and regulates breathing, a clear biological signal that moves you into a rest and digest state, which is ideal for sleep. But the effects go beyond biology. Your brain also responds. In stressful states, the brain operates with beta waves, high-frequency waves, associated with anxiety calculation and overthinking. When you place your hand on your chest and breathe deeply, your brainwaves begin shifting into alpha and theta, the same frequencies that occur during meditation or deep sleep. That is why many people feel like their mind goes blank, or they suddenly feel sleepy without knowing why. It is because your brain is being gently guided into stillness in a completely natural way. One of the most frustrating things that keeps people from falling asleep is the endless stream of thoughts that radio in your head, replaying worries, regrets, unfinished business. When you touch the Danjong point, you interrupt that thought loop, like turning off an overloaded device. This is not just physical relaxation, it is a real nervous system reset, guiding you into a mentally calmer, lighter space. And especially important, the area in front of the heart is where intense emotions are stored. When you are angry, anxious, or deeply moved, you often feel a tight chest or heavy heart. That is your body holding on to unresolved emotion. Placing your hand there, gently pressing and breathing slowly, is not just a physical technique, it is an act of emotional self-soothing. Just like hugging someone when they need comfort this time, you are hugging yourself, healing from the inside out. And if you want to take your relaxation experience to the next level, combining a few additional acupressure points can help you fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up feeling more refreshed each night. Let's explore 4 special points, your powerful allies, in nurturing a sense of inner peace. 1. Shen Men. In traditional medicine, this point is often called the gate of the spirit, a doorway to soothe the emotional waves that stir within us. Shen Men is located in an easy-to-reach spot, just above the wrist below the little finger, right at the crease where the wrist bends near the tendon of the flexor carpi ulnaris muscle. With your palm facing up, look at the inner side of your wrist. You'll notice a small groove near the edge that is where this point lies. When you find the right spot, you will feel a bit of sensitivity, maybe a slight tingling sensation when you press it. That is a good sign, meaning you've activated the right place. The main function of Shen Men is to calm the mind, regulate the heart, and ease nervous tension. It is especially helpful for those who struggle with sleep due to anxiety, sudden wakefulness, or a racing heart when under stress. In Eastern medicine, this point belongs to the heart meridian, the pathway that governs emotions, thoughts, and our connection to deep sleep. When stress disrupts this balance, the body often responds with a rapid heartbeat, uneasiness, or restlessness at night. According to modern studies, stimulating the Shen Men point can help regulate excessive neural signals in the central nervous system, thereby calming the brain and slowing down the heart rate. This is a completely natural physiological effect, no medication, no dependency, making it ideal for older adults who are sensitive to the side effects of sleeping pills. It is easy to perform. Use the thumb of your opposite hand to gently press on the Shen Men point for about 2 to 3 minutes on each wrist while breathing deeply. You do not need to press hard, just maintain steady, consistent pressure in sync with your breath. As you exhale, imagine all the tension in your chest flowing down your arm and out through this acupressure point. 2. Neiguan, also known as pericardium 6, is a hidden acupressure gem on the forearm. It is one of the most frequently used points in both traditional Eastern medicine and modern research, especially when it comes to balancing emotions, easing anxiety, and supporting deep sleep. To locate it, turn your palm upward and measure about 3 finger widths up from the crease of your wrist. The point lies between 2 prominent tendons in the middle of your inner forearm, the palmaris longus and flexor carpi radialis. In traditional medicine, Neiguan belongs to the pericardium meridian, which connects directly to the emotional center of the body. Ancient healers often said, if you want to calm the heart, go to Neiguan. That is why it is especially effective for people who suffer from insomnia, caused by emotional stress, overthinking, or unexplained worry. Modern physiology shows that this point is connected to nerve networks that influence both cardiovascular function and emotional processing in the brain, particularly the amygdala, the part responsible for fear and anxiety. When you gently press and hold this point for several minutes, your body responds by lowering stress-related neural activity and releasing calming hormones like serotonin and oxytocin. Here is how to do it. Use the thumb of your opposite hand to apply gentle pressure on the Neiguan point, holding it for 3 to 5 minutes on each arm. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly during the process. Some people like to add gentle circular massage, which can enhance the calming sensation. What matters most is that the pressure remains steady and rhythmic, no sudden movements, no rushing. One unique benefit of the Neiguan point is that it is not only helpful at night. During the day, if you feel nervous, distracted, or mildly anxious, stimulating this point can help you quickly regain mental balance. Many people even use this technique while working on the bus before a presentation or just before taking a nap. It is like a portable natural sedative with no chemicals involved. 3. San Yin Jiao. San Yin Jiao, which sounds unusual, is actually one of the most powerful acupressure points on the body. Located near the inner ankle, it is the meeting point of 3 essential meridians: the spleen, the liver, and the kidney, all of which directly influence hormones, emotions, and sleep. For this reason, San Yin Jiao is often called the underground control center of the body, a place where you can gently reset your whole system. To find it, measure about 3 finger widths up from the highest point of your inner ankle bone and move your fingers slightly behind the shin bone. When you press the right spot, you may feel a mild ache or a tingling sensation that travels down to your foot or up to your thigh. That is a good sign you are touching this energy intersection. In traditional medicine, San Yin Jiao is known for balancing hormones, cooling down the body, regulating mood, and improving sleep quality. Especially in older adults whose hormonal systems gradually decline, stimulating this point on a regular basis can improve circulation, calm the nervous system, and promote deeper dreamless sleep. From a modern perspective, San Yin Jiao lies near the posterior tibial nerve, a major nerve linked to the lower abdomen, the uterus, the ovaries, and the kidneys. Stimulating this area sends signals to the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, triggering hormone balancing responses and easing underlying inflammation, which is something that often causes older adults to toss and turn at night. To apply it, use your thumb or your first 2 fingers to gently press on San Yin Jiao for about 3 to 5 minutes on each leg, using light to moderate pressure. Breathe deeply as you do it, and you will begin to feel a gentle release in your lower abdomen around your ankle and gradually throughout your entire body. When done in the evening, this becomes a powerful yet subtle signal that invites your body into sleep mode. 4. Feng Qi. Feng Qi, also known as gallbladder. 20 is the master point of the head and neck, a place where emotions, blood flow to the brain, and nervous system signals all converge. The Feng Qi point is located at the back of the neck on either side of the spine in the hollow area, between the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscles. You can easily find it by placing both thumbs at the base of your skull and sliding them outward. You will feel a small dip where pressing gives a slight ache or tingling sensation. In traditional medicine, Feng Qi means where the wind passes, referring to its sensitivity to weather stress and emotional shifts. This point is part of the gallbladder meridian, which governs decision-making, stress handling, and mental clarity. When energy in this area becomes blocked, often due to chronic stress or mental overload, it can lead to insomnia, headaches, ear ringing, or unexplained neck and shoulder tension. The amazing thing is, when you properly stimulate Feng Qi, you not only relieve tension in your neck muscles, but also calm the entire central nervous system. This area contains many nerves that connect directly to the brain, so relaxing this zone improves brain circulation, reduces psychological pressure, and helps shift the body into rest. To stimulate it, use your thumbs to press both Feng Qi points at once, while your other fingers gently support the front of your head. Apply medium pressure, do not rub too hard, and hold for 2 to 3 minutes while breathing deeply. It is best done while leaning back against a chair or wall, so your neck can fully relax. Another option is to ask a loved one to massage the area gently, using their fingertips or thumbs to enhance the feeling of comfort and release. Beyond improving sleep, Feng Qi is also great for people who suffer from migraines, dizziness, lightheadedness, or that heavy-headed feeling, especially in older adults. After a few sessions, many report not just better sleep, but a noticeable lightness in the head, like a mental weight has been lifted. Here is a helpful tip: combine this acupressure with an essential oil diffuser or a few light neck stretches before bed to warm up and loosen the neck muscles. Not only does this boost the effect of the acupressure, but it also significantly improves sleep quality. After learning how to apply acupressure and use these golden points on your body to improve sleep, the next step, and it is just as important, is building supportive habits that help your brain understand it is time to rest. 1. Create a bedtime ritual. The human body is highly sensitive to routines. When you repeat the same set of actions every night, like reading a few pages of a book, applying essential oil to your wrists, listening to soft music, or turning off your phone, your brain gradually starts to recognize these as signals that it is time to wind down. After just a short while, doing these small actions can naturally trigger the release of melatonin, the sleep hormone. It does not have to be complicated. Just 10 to 15 minutes of repeated steps is enough. For example, dim the main lights, turn on a soft night light, spray a little lavender essential oil, sit quietly for a few minutes, or do a short meditation. These actions not only make it easier to fall asleep, but also improve sleep quality by reducing interruptions. 2. Keep your bedroom cool, ideally between 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. The body needs to slightly cool down in order to enter deep sleep. If your room is too warm or too cold, you are more likely to wake up during the night. A cooler room not only feels more comfortable, but also helps your body maintain its natural sleep cycle. If you do not have air conditioning, you can open a window in the evening, use a light fan, or choose breathable bed sheets. 3. Avoid caffeine after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Caffeine can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours after you consume it. It increases your heart rate, makes you more alert, and makes it harder to fall asleep, especially in older adults whose metabolism tends to slow down. And it is not just coffee, tea, chocolate energy drinks, and even some pain relievers contain caffeine. If you are having trouble sleeping, try eliminating all caffeine after 2 o'clock in the afternoon and see how your sleep improves. 4. Avoid blue light at least 1 hour before bed. Blue light from phones, televisions, and computers is a silent sleep disruptor. It interferes with the pineal gland's ability to release melatonin, tricking your brain into thinking it is still daytime. The most effective approach is to turn off all electronic devices at least 1 hour before bedtime. If you absolutely must, use a screen switch on night mode or wear glasses that filter blue light. But even better, go back to reading a physical book or writing in a journal. It is easier on the eyes and helps your mind wind down naturally. 5. Keep a consistent bedtime schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day is the most effective way to align your body's internal clock. If you keep shifting your sleep schedule, your brain loses rhythm and sleep becomes light and inconsistent. Try setting a fixed bedtime, say 10-7 p.m., and stick with it for at least 3 weeks. Even on weekends, maintain the same schedule to avoid undoing the balance you have worked to create. Although acupressure is a safe and natural method, it is not suitable for everyone. Before starting any treatment, especially those involving pressure points and the nervous system, it is essential to understand your own health condition to avoid unnecessary risks. Here are some situations where you should think carefully or even avoid acupressure altogether, especially around the chest or neck areas. People with serious heart conditions, such as a history of heart attack, unstable coronary artery disease, or severe arrhythmias, should avoid applying pressure to the Danjong point or any areas near the heart. This region is highly sensitive, and any uncontrolled stimulation may affect heart function. Anyone with open wounds infections or recent chest surgery should avoid using acupressure in that area until fully healed. Pressing on such regions could damage tissue, spread infection, or cause unnecessary pain. Pregnant women, especially during the first and final trimesters, should consult a doctor or experienced Eastern medicine practitioner before practicing acupressure. Points like San Yin Jiao or Nei Guan, if stimulated incorrectly, may cause mild uterine contractions and potentially affect the pregnancy. Always remember, listening to your body and consulting a health expert is the safest and smartest way to practice self-care, especially if you have chronic conditions or unique health needs. Each body is its own universe, and proper care requires knowledge and caution. Sleep is not a reward. It is a natural right for every human being. For older adults who have gone through life's many ups and downs and are now slowing down both physically and mentally, sleep becomes more precious than ever. But here is the truth: you do not need medication or expensive treatments to enjoy deep restorative sleep that leaves you energized in the morning. All it takes is a little knowledge, a little patience, and the gentle press of the right point, and you can activate a powerful healing mechanism within. I hope that after today's video, you are walking away with more than just knowledge. You now have specific tools and techniques to actively care for your sleep, something that quietly shapes your overall quality of life each day. And before we wrap up, why not leave a positive comment below as a promise to yourself? Something like, "I choose peaceful sleep every night," or "I am learning to listen to my body." These kinds of messages are not only personal motivation, but they also help create a supportive community where we grow together. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss out on more helpful content about health, wellness, and life for older adults. We have many important and practical topics coming your way. See you in the next video, where we will continue learning how to live healthier, more peacefully, and more fully every day.